everyone, and welcome back to another video. So this is going to be my 2019 prediction video, what I personally think is going to be coming in the year 2019. 2018 is coming to an end. It has been an absolutely emotional, amazing, great, awesome year when it comes to tabletop. We had so many cool things that come out, and I think GW absolutely smashed it out of the park. I'm hoping that 2019 is going to be bigger and better. So this prediction list is entirely just me just going into it. Don't take anything for like 100% confirmed. I'll be looking at some of the rumor picks that are still yet to materialize into models. The list itself is not in any kind of order. It's just me just putting it in random, just basically a random order of what I personally think is coming in the year 2019. So let's jump in and let's get started. Number one on the list has to be probably the biggest thing that everybody wants, myself included, even though I'm a loyalist down to the bones, and that is a brand new Abbadon model. Where art thou, Abbadon? You are still using that old, not too good model. It's not too bad, but compared to some of the models that we have now in like the GW line, the Abbadon model is a bit worse for wear. Calgar has just been upgraded to the Primaris marine treatment, and Abbadon is still using that old metal model. So Abbadon is going to be my first big prediction of 2019. He's going to get the much needed upgrade to the model, and I personally think that it will be down to the Vigilus campaign where Abbadon appears to get that model. Number two is Chaos Space Marines. The range itself is also going to receive a brand new update. And when I say a brand new update to the range, I'm talking about the generic Chaos Space Marine model. If you look at those models, just like the Abbadon, they seem quite outdated when you compare it to stuff like the Death Guard models, the Thousand Sun models. They've received their nice upgrade, shiny treatment, but there's still the generic Chaos Space Marine is still down, and they need that nice shiny upgrade. So prediction number two, Chaos Space Marines are going to get a good upgrade. Now when we go down and we look at past rumor images, this kind of confirms that they're going to get it, because the Chaos Sorcerer backpack, which wasn't part of the Blackstone Fortress, which I personally thought was part of the Blackstone Fortress, has yet to been produced as a model. So definitely they're going to get something like Chaos Sorcery-esque type of models to come with the new Chaos Space Marine models. So 2019 prediction number two is brand new Chaos Space Marines. And prediction number three is, of course, a Primarch returning to the 40k narrative storyline. Of course it's going to be a Primarch mentioned in this prediction list. Don't you know me by now? I am mad for Primarchs. So in the year 2019, I definitely see a Primarch returning. Now, I don't think it's going to be a loyalist Primarch. So for those chaps who are always saying the Khan, Lehman Russ, Lionel Johnson, I personally don't think it's going to be a loyalist. I think it's going to be a demonic Primarch that joins the fray in the 40k narrative, and I'm putting all my money on the one and only Angron returning. All my kind of sensors and everything I'm getting off people is just saying Angron is coming, skulls for the Skull Throne, so get ready for that. I cannot bloody wait. And prediction number four is, of course, to do with Primaris, but it's to do with the Primaris upgrading. We've already had Calgar upgraded to the Primaris standard. I predict more HQ characters are going to go down that line. It's just the way GW, I personally think as a business, sees the future of the Space Marine range. So for example, when I say upgrading to the Primaris range, just like Calgar, we're going to see a Primaris Helbrecht, a Primaris Azrael, a Primaris Dante, a Primaris Ragnar. This is probably why we haven't had updates to these models in some years, because GW is planning to do it where they upgrade these guys to Primaris to give them that new look, that new design, but when they want it in the future narrative of the story. So in 2019, I predict that we're going to see more old characters make that step and take the upgrade to become the Primaris Marine. And prediction number 5 is staying on the subject of Primaris. Primaris Phase 2 models being introduced. And when I talk about Phase 2 models, I mean more models for the Primaris range. At the moment, they're quite bare bones when it comes to some tanks, vehicles, all that kind of stuff. So my prediction for 2019 is that Primaris are going to get more love when it comes to transports, air vehicles, and tanks. They're going to get more variants and new vehicles of this kind of stuff to make the range more fluffed out, to give them a more of a presence actually on the battlefield. Prediction number 6, I foresee that we're going to get more Codex Supplements via the White Dwarf magazine. We've just had Codex Supplement Crimson Fist, and it is absolutely fantastic. It gives Crimson Fist a lot of awesome stuff. Now, I foresee that in 2019, they've got to carry on this trend because it's a great business practice for GW. It sells their magazine because people who want to use these kind of traits, warlord stuff, will go out and buy this magazine. It's already worked with me. I've gone out and I've got the Crimson Fist White Dwarf magazine. So I see them carrying on this trend with some of the first found, well, all the first founding chapters really, which haven't received the love as their own codex. So people like the Salamanders, the White Scars, the Iron Hands, these chaps are really always forgotten when it comes to like getting nice Codex Supplements, so hopefully they'll get their day to shine as well. But I'm also thinking of second founding chapters, much like the Black Templars. Now, they did get some love in the Vigilus campaign book, but not a lot of love for the Primaris, and it makes me wonder, when GW is pushing this Primaris so much on us, why didn't they include really good rules, or any kind of rule, for Primaris for Black Templars? I'm wondering if this is why they're doing it, because they're saving it for a Codex Supplement for the White Dwarf magazine. So in 2019, that is what I predict: more Codex Supplements for more chapters when it comes to tabletop. And prediction number 7 is more skirmish games when it comes to tabletop. Now, GW last year released Blackstone Fortress, they released Kill Team. I see a lot more expansions for those two games coming. Definitely for Kill Team, since Kill Team is set on Vigilus. Now, there was already rumours, and I asked one of the game designers about the Inquisition expansion for Kill Team, and he gave a cheeky little smile and said, you'll have to wait and see. So I definitely think we're going to get an Inquisition type of game coming for Kill Team in 2019. And when it comes to Blackstone Fortress, I see expansion, new models being added to that with other races as well. Now, on the topic of skirmish games in 2019, my big prediction for skirmish games, my massive prediction for skirmish games is that GW/Forge World are going to announce Battlefleet Gothic returning to tabletop. I can sense it. I can almost feel it. There's been so much talk about it already, and I think 2019 would be the perfect chance to reintroduce that game to the people, because loads of people love it. I actually never played it, but I would love to jump back in and play it. I'm a massive fan of void combat when it comes to Warhammer. I think I'm going to leave the list there. I would love to know what you chaps think we're going to be getting in 2019, so please leave below your predictions on what could be coming. I would love to see if any of you guys get it right. I'm probably going to get all mine completely wrong. Nothing's going to come in my list, but hopefully number 3 will be coming true, which is a Primarch, because that is the thing I probably just want the most, so I can just say Primarch. But we'll see. 2019 I think is going to be an absolute massive year for GW. They knocked it out of the park in 2018, like I mentioned, and it's onwards and upwards now with GW. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all very, very soon. See you now, and bye-bye.